Okay, we renamed our staging area to rewards.robot.net, and we got a certificate error here in setting up the staging for the rewards, our chain reward system. And I'm just going to sudo root in SSH. I want to do a what do you call it? Let's encrypt command. What's the command again?
I haven't done Let's Encrypt.
I don't know why I can't remember it. And it's they're giving me old instructions here. Certbot. Okay. I should have remembered that. Certbot. And to do this properly, I want to specify the I want to tell it that it's Apache. Where is that?
Oh, really? That's not how this thing's supposed to be staged.
Oh. That could be a problem. How is it supposed to be staged?
Nginx. That's what I've got this automated deployment stuff with Ansible.
Okay. Then we can just abandon this and we'll go to the robot machine. And we'll just make this a little bit larger. And okay, and doesn't look like looks like we just have accounts for me and Raymond here. So we'll add an account for Dan.
Or DCKC. Edit users. What if I do it through webmin?
Webmin is not on this machine. This is a different machine. Okay. Oh, well, actually, we do have a webmin on this machine.
I was going to say, that's how we started this conversation.
No, but we were on the freetrust.net machine. Now we're on the robot.net machine. It's a different virtual machine.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting idea. We can go to https://robot.net :10,000. We don't have virtual min on this machine. It's not a shared hosting environment, really.
You did 1,000. I think you meant 10,000.
Yeah. And I don't know how this is set up. I'm going to go in as root. And that's the same password. Our chain may have worked. Probably not. It depends how the permissions are set up. Maybe the permissions are not the same. Yeah, it's a different password. Okay, so we go to systems. We go to users and groups. And create new users. DCKC. Put Dan here. And preferred shell.
Bash, yeah.
Normal password.
Yeah, you want to call it, make it change me or something?
Yeah. And again, our chain group. Or do you want your own group?
Don't feel strongly.
And okay, so we created the user, and now you can run webmin under your own account, but you probably don't have much permission. We can adjust that. We go into webmin here. Go to webmin users. let's not go into that right now.
All right, I changed my password, by the way.
Okay, and um,
By the way, what goal are we headed towards here with this machine?
this this machine is for staging, but it's running Node, and we needed PHP, and that's why we were putting the PHP on the other machine. But if you do you want to share your screen? Let me just give you sudo. I forget the command offhand, so I'll just do a vi sudo. Oops, maybe I need to do. What happened to my su? Sudo su dash. All right. Oh. ECK. ECKC. Okay, this is the new way of giving people sudo. User mod dash HE sudo ECKC. And you'll probably need to log in again or execute a new shell.
Right.
To get that sudo permission. Okay, and
Yep, works.
okay, so I believe we haven't. I believe that Node is within Nginx with PM2. Whoa.
Right. Why did we change machines? Why don't we use the other machine?
The other machine is a shared hosting machine running Apache.
Oh, so it's not just for staging of rchain-dbr?
Right.
Okay. Am I going to be sharing this machine with other services?
Yes, this shares the service, the dashboard service, and robots.
Okay. Wonder if that'll work. The infrastructure I was given to host the reward stuff, I owned the whole machine. Well, I owned the whole whatever the heck it was. It was some kind of virtual something or other.
I see. So you'd be more comfortable putting it on a separate machine.
Just more experienced. I don't mind dinking around, but let's see. Just looking at.
We have the MySQL running on this machine already. So the main thing that is setting up the Nginx configuration, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking at my scripts that do this.
What is this?
What's PM2?
process manager too, but you know, it's sort of like the next higher level of NPM almost.
Oh, it's the thing that keeps your node installation going when it crashes.
Right. Thank you.
So,
Under rchain here, PM2 status, it shows what's running under rchain. Okay, and the the key thing here would be the Nginx configuration, which is that 7 slash, that's not in slash bar. Nginx isn't in here. Usually. Let me look in the here. Just look back at the instructions here. Let's see, Nginx.
I'm pretty sure you don't need to do anything. I just need to run my Ansible scripts. That's how this thing's designed to work.
You want to show us?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Okay, so. Okay, so here we are at rchain-dbr, right?
Right.
And this thing says basically to do that once you have inventory set up. And inventory is where you like give the name of the actual machine where you're deploying to. And that's what I'm trying to find is my inventory file. I don't know what I did with it. Seems very strange. I have 2 machines that I use. And it's not on. Well, there's one other machine that it could be on.
How do you spell Ansible?
Ansible. It's linked from rchain-dbr there.
No.
I guess I can recreate these values, but it's just boring. All right, well, I'll just go for it here. And this is robot.net.
Yeah.
So we'll change the DNS thing for right.
Right.
Ansible SSH pass. Wonder how I did that. Right, I had some kind of. So the database host. And then I had used ZetaFace, but I guess I can use whatever. How do I get a list of, do you know what the database name is? I think I saw something. Oh, this is the wrong machine.
Yeah, wrong machine. You can forget that machine now.
Do you know what the name of the database is, or should I just make a new one? I wonder if this thing is going to make a new database.
There is a database. Let's see, what is it called? You can go into the webmin and find that, where they don't have webmin.
Okay.
Servers. Looks like my, we got a bug with the MySQL. In webmin.
What if I just try this here?
Now you have to remember MySQL commands, huh?
Yeah, you're in my seat.
Yeah. Clearly have not been doing this from this machine. Documentation's bad there.
It looks like we didn't create a database. I could have sworn we loaded it. I logged into MySQL as root, and there's only information scheme, and I did show databases. And only shows information schema, MySQL, and performance schema. But I was sure we loaded the database here.
Expected key equals value host variable assignment got DCKC. Oh, robot.net host, no? Oh. Wow. I completely don't know forgot how to use this thing. All right. Where do my web browser go? This one. And this thing got all commercial, so now they. Can I just read your documentation? How the hell do you where you use the thing? I don't want tower, I just want the documentation. Quick start guide.
Now, should I create something in MySQL?
Probably, but I'm just going to work this backwards and run the thing and get an error message and then try to deal with that error and then. Where's the here's the documentation.
I changed the DNS record for rewardstest.robot.net to point to this machine.
Cool.
And
Hello? Hello? Speaking. Yes. Okay.
Right, 6.
Okay. Okay. Um, we have to move with each other.
so I'm going to install Ansible on the machine.
No, it's the Ansible goes on my machine, or it goes on the machine of the guy who's deploying the thing.
Right.
Charlotte.
But
Charlotte.
this is the machine we'd be installing it from, I guess.
Oh, really? I was going to install it from my desktop.
All right, let's not have.
And then
No.
Yeah. Okay.
when we go to update it, will we need to use Ansible then?
That would be the normal thing. Depends on what kind of update you're doing. These troubles here are not speaking highly of Ansible here. Oh, I wonder what version of Ansible I was using before. No, this looks like this is an ancient. So let's try. Where the heck? I'm really confused which machine I was using to do this before. Is this machine, I don't see Ansible installed. All right.
Yeah, I did install Ansible on the machine.
Do you know what version you got? 2.6.
261.
Okay. And how did you install it?
I'm sorry.
How did you install it?
Hello?
With Get app, I followed the instructions in the documentation, in the Ansible documentation for Ubuntu.
With Get app?
App-get.
Oh, apt-get. Okay.
I am in
Did you have to set up a new
I'm in a,
repository or whatever? Because when I did apt install, I got some really old version.
the rolling, what they call basement windows.
2.6 is
I'm
the,
looking
actually I got
to replace the ones in the living room.
261. 2.6 is the current version.
Right. Okay.
One window. Windows on the other thing. So
Okay. And now, if I do module object has no attribute SSL ST in
go
it.
there from 1981 and I can't close
That's
it. No.
it's good to know you're not alone in these things, you know.
Okay. Yes. Beg your pardon? It's going on 6 years. No. No.
Weird.
Yes.
Outdated PyOpen SSL library.
No. No, I have the baby. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So what does this mean? We have the wrong Python, or?
I'm on my machine here, and I have screwed up my machine somehow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to confirm. I have another phone call coming in. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, now I'm better.
Hello?
Okay, now we're getting more normal errors.
Not right now.
Okay.
I'm inundated with phone calls. I didn't want this. Okay, perfect.
So htdocs is undefined. Now what we got here. Get clone, something over there. Install dir. What? Ah, okay, URL path. So, what did I use for, let's look over here. Yeah, it looks like I installed right at the top level there. So what did I use for? URL path. Just use nothing or dot slash. Dot. I think I get the same error. Yeah. Already existent is not empty. Okay. Oh, no.
I'm thinking that maybe you should put it in the subdirectory.
Well, but I have to make this directory empty in order to make Git happy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. put it in a subdirectory.
Not a subdirectory of this directory, though.
I mean, that's the main directory for the machine.
Oh, I see. So you do, okay.
I was saying, suggesting maybe you put it in a reward test directory.
Right.
Under
Okay.
that.
Let's move this back and like that.
No, I would put reward test on the line above, HT docs.
Well, no, this has to be where the, oh, are we going to make a virtual server?
Well, yeah, I would say that reward test is a virtual server. Yeah. Right.
Well, we have to tell Nginx that. Let's see. Did I do that here? Ooh, looks like maybe I did. But I did that.
So
I'm looking for the, oh. All right, let's try, well, shouldn't be really a subdirectory. Should be here.
shouldn't it just be? Why not just make it the host name? Rewards test. That'll be consistent when if we add other virtual servers.
Uh, boring. Permission denied. Okay.
What account are you installing as?
There's me.
As you, so you need to right. Need to own the directory.
Would have been nice to generate fresh ones of these, but oh well. Okay. This Discord stuff, I don't feel comfortable giving you the real stuff, so that stuff's not going to work to start with. This might be the last one of these. Are we recording?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I can always pause it.
Well, my password has been in here, so. Not a password I use anywhere else. Okay. Discord redirect URI. Ugh. Should. That one's not secret, but. Bot token, that one's. What? What in the world? Database 2.1.3 has changed? That is bizarre. He changed. Ugh. All right. How in the world? That makes no sense to me. Let's try this. Command unzip not found. All right. Oh, boring.
What?
This thing ended up with a different file. I guess GitHub changed the way they do their zip files or something like that. Anyway. Make a little note of that. I'm going to share. Yeah, it was supposed to. Oh, well. PHP not found.
That's true. We didn't install PHP.
That is also something. What was it trying to do?
Gee,
Boring. Oh, it's not going. It's going to fail when it tries to do Nginx configuration because it doesn't know that it's root. Ensure Python pip3 is installed. There's a way to do. So what's it trying to do? Sure, pip stuff. Well, I can just do this. Ugh. Woo. This is weird. It seems to need Python 2 and Python 3. Oh, Python 2 is for Ansible. That's on this end. Python 3 is what code I wrote. Is actually great. A sudo password is required. Bless you.
Thank you.
This is the part where I'm very happy we're recording. Not happy. Anyway. Okay. Now what? Okay. Ensure SQL Alchemy, etc. installed. It'd be nicer to do this in a virtual environment, but ah. Let's try this.
What's that?
What's what?
The virtual environment.
It's a place where you can, it's kind of like NPM modules. So when you NPM install, it creates a directory called NPM modules and sticks everything there.
Yeah.
And if you have two different projects, then you'll have two different NPM modules things.
Right.
So that's what virtual environments are like. The Python world, everything was shared by default, and now it's moving to virtual environments, and it's the other way around for JavaScript. With NPM, you do npm -g, for global install.
Right.
That's the default. Okay, let's see. Failed to find virtual env.
Apt install.
Yeah. Drum roll. Ooh, oh, okay. All right, now we're on to Nginx stuff.
You need UWSGI or something?
Well, if all goes well, it's going to install all this stuff,
I see.
except that it needs root for all this stuff. Who knows if this is going to work? Hey, look at that. It claims victory.
So, we didn't initialize the database or anything.
Yeah, so it's probably not going to work.
But,
Do you know? All right. For that stuff, I have. Oh, you did change the domain name.
I thought I did.
I wonder if.
Doesn't seem to work.
Hey, look at that.
rchain bounty.
What? Rewards test is what we're working on, right?
Yeah, I don't know why I took here. Because I got to go back to DigitalOcean and see what I did.
Well, the other thing is I can. Ugh.
Rewards test. That's what I got.
Yeah, so when I SSH to this machine, I get the right, I get robot, which is the right thing. So this is not all that surprising. So let's go in here and look at, oh, because I told it to listen on port 8000 or something. So the infrastructure I was given, I had the whole thing, but it wasn't directly connected to the internet.
Right.
So there was a reverse proxy on top of it. So this thing is supposed to be listening on port 8080. I don't know if that's
Probably not open.
right. Okay, so
We can open it.
well, no, we want it to listen on port 80 right, or port 443, right?
Right.
So I guess I'll just hack it over here. Ooh, this is like micro Emacs or something.
It looks like it.
Server without SP. Let's try 80. That's a new one. Bad gateway.
That usually means it's not running.
Well, something's running. Something answered the phone and said bad gateway, right?
Right. Nginx says bad gateway because it's trying to connect to an app that's not running.
Right. Okay, well, DBR aux is not. What were the other services that I set up?
I missed that part, I guess.
Well, it was all, it just did it magically. Okay. Oh, it's underscore aux. This is the Python stuff. Ooh. I wonder if who's got permissions on this. Nobody. Doesn't exist. And I didn't document what's going on with that thing. And I hard coded these directories all over the place. Whoa, this isn't real Emacs.
No, it looks like you're in, what do you call it? That
Yeah.
overset or not nano.
Something like that, yeah. No, boring. So it still doesn't have that socket. How do they make that socket?
What's the answer down below?
It was changed permissions, but this file doesn't exist. I don't think somebody. I think I'm supposed to create the socket file, but it could be that systemd is supposed to create it or something.
It's a pipe, I would assume.
Well, yeah, a socket, yeah. Who creates the dang socket? No, it doesn't have McNaught on that page. Oh. Configured properly, WSGI will create the socket for you.
Probably should have permission if it's in /temp.
Oh. Okay, so I had to restart Nginx and get it to notice that it should create the socket.
Aha.
Okay. Oh, sadness. Okay, well that is supposed to be. They're both bad. I think I'm running out of steam. I haven't had lunch either.
So when I run index.php, I get, oops, technical difficulties. This might be harmless, or you have hit a bug.
Really? I'm getting bad gateway here. Where did you put index?
PHP index.php to see if it had an immediate error.
Oh, you're talking about it from the command line?
Yeah. Usually, you know, I look to see what error I get there before I try to access it with the web. And obviously,
Yeah, this is the database connection it's losing.
how did you get that?
I typed PHP index.php.
Yeah, I wonder why I didn't get that.
I don't know. Oh, wait. No, we're on the same machine.
Yeah, we're on the same machine. And
I think I own all this stuff, though. So
yeah,
so
I don't get the I just get the oops, technical difficulty.
right. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's likely some permissions difference. Did you say that you set up a database?
Apparently not. I mean, I thought we did, but when I execute MySQL and do a show databases, it doesn't show. So we need to. We're going to need to load the database. You want me to do that? Do we have a dump that we can load? Okay, now I got a bunch of errors. I don't know, the same thing you got. Undefined index, HTTP post. Apparently as root, I didn't get these, but as Jim, I get them.
Oh.
I don't know why. Undefined index, HTTP host. Undefined index server protocol.
Well, yeah, those are things that would be set if it were coming in via HTTP, but they're not set from the command line, I expect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, undefined function MSQLi connect. That's interesting.
Aha.
That suggests there's some kind of PHP MySQL thing that's not installed.
Right.
I've got PHP 7 MySQL on this machine. Was that not part of the recipe? Indeed, it was not. Fingers are cold.
It's possible that the PHP was not installed with MySQL.
Right, I just installed it now. I just did this.
Oh.
Okay, so now MySQL. Do you have the? Ooh.
What happened to the? Usually, if you put a -p, it asks for the password.
Okay.
Right. Same one, the one we share.
Okay. Where did Zoom go?
It's in the chat.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking for. Oh. More chat. Shoot. Okay. And then what?
We need to import the file.
Yeah, but I think I have to create a user too.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's just says you're supposed to grant all privileges on *** to username at localhost identified by password.
Oh, I didn't give him a password. That was probably a mistake, huh?
Um,
Oh, okay.
okay, so you're supposed to create the user, then you're supposed to create the database by logging into that username.
I think this will still work. Oh, I hate this when they use crappy quotes. You know?
Yeah, it's a bitch.
Okay, then. Drum roll.
What line?
This one with right around here. I think it's complaining about character set or something. Oh, line 29.
And then it says something about line 4.
Oh, but that's line 4 of the thing in 29.
Oh,
Is it not like this trailing comma? Ah,
I wonder why you. I guess it's a different version of MySQL.
no. I probably did an alter table to actually add this column or something. Well, although start date and end date. No, I think I had another. Ooh, I think there is another column on pay period. There's 2 more columns. Oh, there. And there's another one. Uh, oh, that didn't edit the right thing. Get mixed up between VI and Emacs.
What was that?
Line 3. You do not have the super privilege and binary logging is enabled. I don't understand that. You need to specify the super privileges for the user running the import.
Do we need to do binary logging?
You can remove log bin. It actually, it's, if you want to be able to subscribe to database changes, we'll need it, I think.
Okay, so we can set.
Probably just want to give this guy super privileges. I don't know. Specify the super privileges for the user, along with.
And that's probably because we created the database as root.
Oh, yeah.
If we create the database as you, then we shouldn't have that problem. What I really want to do was do it as rchain so we could share management. Let's see if we can get it to work first.
How about this?
I missed it.
This is basically a shut up and do what I want thing. I think. Does that work for you?
I saw this, but I still think since you created the database as root, you're going to have the problem. Unless you do.
Well, I don't think I'm going to have that problem anymore, but let's see. Near admin, join pay period PP. I don't see an error there. Line 7, 35, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can't do joins in a select into or something on this version? What the heck?
I got the latest version from the real MySQL community server.
14.4? What does that mean?
Maybe you got the wrong one. I went to
This says MySQL Server 5.7. MySQL Community Server.
so you have a more recent version.
5.7. Blah blah blah. You've got 8. Something or other. Do you want me to try 5.7? This is going to be basically a downgrade, I think.
Well, that error message isn't helping us at all as to why that syntax might be bad. Got -1. Well, that's MariaDB. That's not the real MySQL.
Where do you see that?
It says in the yellow comment there.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think that makes a difference, but let's see. Thinking about, does the table exist? Well, do you want me to try this version of MySQL Server?
Sure. MySQL. Yeah, MySQL. Okay.
Oh boy. When is it going to tell me that it conflicts? There we go.
Maybe you just have to remove it.
Yes.
And client.
No, the client and server should be independent. Uh, Makes me nervous. Ooh, the common thing. You might be right in that case. Ah. You got to be kidding. I don't know what this thing is. Okay. Hello. Errors were failed to start. Yeah, I don't know if you can downgrade. Stop. Some tells me if I blow all that away, I might make progress. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, we're basically going to have to start clean, I guess. Yeah, didn't want a space after the. We we need to do a grant, right?
Do you know what I need to grant?
Grant all privileges on asterisk dot asterisk to username at localhost.
Oh boy.
Oh, they create user. That creates the user too. Doesn't like timestamps now, huh?
This is a never-ending battle.
What the heck is this?
Oh, now I know what you mean by we share. Okay. Actually, this is perhaps a better answer. Whoa. Default current timestamp. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, hey, look at that.
That's the page? What'd you do, PHP?
Yeah.
Sweet. So,
Yeah. Can't get to it from there. Okay. Reproduces the same thing. Oh, actually,
hey, David, you're still on the road? No, why are you doing this manually?
because I don't have a user interface for this. We just want to see if, oh yeah, so that was the problem.
I didn't see the problem.
Well, last time I got an error, and basically it was trying to show you the current pay period.
Right. And
So it wasn't one.
wasn't one. We haven't imported any data into this yet.
Right, I do have example data, but I have no idea if it's any good anymore.
Probably should make a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, so this doesn't even have admin settings.
So actually, if we did an SQL dump, it'll recreate the tables anyway.
Yeah, yeah, you can, yeah. You can dump just the data, just the schemas, or both. So where do we get? Okay, so this FPM thing is. All right. Well, how does PHP install then? Ah,
We're up.
more or less.
No data. We don't have GitHub access, right?
Well, that one, let's see. Sync users. Ah, crap. No app loaded. Running. Internal server error. Where do those logs go?
Should be there.
Okay. That. Oh, did I fix the one in the real place? Is this where we are now?
Do we need to restart again or something?
maybe. That's not nice. Where do the logs for that thing go? Internal server error. Oh, wait, let's see.
So how is the Python and the PHP mixed?
They are. Here's the PHP. Here's how to tell Nginx anything with startup. That ends in PHP. It fires up PHP, and the stuff under aux it uses this WSGI thing. So wait a minute. How does that thing find? Oh. Okay. So I have told it to eat the errors. What an idiot. Oh, there's the logging. Urgh. Oh no, this is supposed to show us the error. Ha!
How did you get that?
I just invoked a thing.
Okay.
Um, I'm getting into heavy-duty hack and slash mode here.
Right, we installed the requirements, but so,
Oh, I put it in a virtual, and now I remember. Oh. What was it called? Oops.
I mean, why don't we just install it machine-wide?
Yeah, might as well.
I figure we'll have more than one instance of a test environment on this machine. I think this is set up under your account, so this is probably be for you. And we should probably set one up under the rchain account. Now, I guess it would have to be a different database name, which we can configure, right?
I'd rather not do this again. I'd rather just put it into the rchain account. How do I get there? Let's see. Ooh. Ah. Crap.
So what happens if you execute it now?
It creates that file. But somehow, all right, so if I do, oh, wow. Okay.
So what did we fix exactly? We just installed the...
Wiggle the bits around.
So we have... So we got the users from Git and issues from GitHub. So we have the GitHub credentials.
Wow, that seems to have worked.
What's this?
So which issue are we working on? Look at that.
Sweet. So the only thing that doesn't work is verify membership.
Yeah, I would not expect this to work.
I guess it would work, wouldn't it? Did it work?
Dan, is this the staging environment, or this is the normal rewards app?
Oops, look at that. Somehow it went to the normal rewards app.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah,
So somewhere we got the thing hard coded.
Yeah, let's see.
Now,
Oh, it's the login doodad. How did that happen?
I guess the login redirects to the normal application.
Yeah, but how?
maybe you should look for rchain.coop. Weird.
Oh, it could be that I told GitHub to redirect there.
Ah, of course, the callback address. Duh.
Right. So the
So we need a GitHub key with a callback
yeah.
to here. And that's and I didn't find a good. It looks like a GitHub key that you put there. I can get one,
Yeah.
and I go to settings, and I go to applications. And I go to authorize OAuth apps.
Sounds plausible.
And I don't know why I have so many here. I think I'm in the wrong place here.
Do you want to show your screen?
Jim, can you share your screen? Yeah.
I get confused here. Do I want to be under authorized GitHub apps?
If you share your screen, we can help more.
Oh. No authorized applications. Then that's not the right place. Do I go under security?
Well, application seems right. Let's see. Developer settings? New OAuth app. There we go.
Yeah.
Unless you want to use rchain bounties. I don't know.
Application name. This is,
Rewards test.
yeah.
Did you mean test or text? Yeah.
And that's,
I would want to ask a question. Why do we need two different OAuth apps for robots?
Well, we just found that each one has its own callback URL.
that's why
Okay.
we were going back to the original system.
No, you're misinterpreting my question. Now, I just saw we already have an OAuth app for robots for the staging environment. Why do we need another OAuth application? Why are we creating another one now?
Every application, every different URL that we're using has to have a different callback address. To a callback URL.
Okay, all right, all right.
This one's reward test.
Plural.
Plural?
Rewards test.
Oh. Rewards dash test dot robot dot net and I could put here bounty system staging, and we want I presume we want to have the callback address be this /callback.
Well, it matters. So let me see if I can find it.
Should be, that's what's normally used.
Let's see. So it's GitHub _ auth _ callback.
Oops.
There, I can put the other one in the chat. At least I think I can. How do I? Where's the chat? Where'd it go?
_auth. Is this right? Underscore.
GitHub _
GitHub. Your GitHub.
Yep, and there's a .php on the end.
You're missing the hub.
Okay, I'm looking at bringing up the chat here. What am I missing?
.php on the end.
Yeah. Does that look good?
Yes, that looks good.
And this will may get an error here. Okay. Now I put this in to the, what is it, the conf?
Yeah, let me make it editable by you.
If you make it group, what do we have here?
Yeah, I made it group writable, so that should work.
Looks like it doesn't work. It looks like
You're not in group. Well, let's see. You're not in group. I can change it to group sudo. Try that.
DI, what is it, conf?
Yeah. .ini.
And we have
Second to the last group.
oops. Okay, so we have
Oh, look, that's. Oh, never mind. Yeah. So that's where your client ID goes. Yep.
and I go I grab my client secret. And what do we have to restart here?
PHP shared nothing. Probably don't have to restart it. Let's see here. Oh, look at this. Yeah, try to log in in the boards test thingy. Try to log. Oh, that's interesting. You don't. Oh, you're on status, which is a goofy thing. I should remove that. Hit issue or user or something, and you'll see something more likely. Yeah. Okay. So hit login. Ta-da.
And here, oops.
Oh, it did HTTPS.
Interesting. So
Did we tell?
we have to fix HTTPS here.
Yeah, probably.
So in GitHub, I don't think I used HTTPS, but probably should have.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's probably
Oh, but if you just delete the S and the URL.
I'm signed in, huh? Interesting. And I go to issues here. And then
It really wants to do HTTPS.
yeah. Who is our expert on Nginx who helped us set this up before?
I think we might need to add a redirect rule.
Well, we could add a redirect rule, I guess. But right now, when it's HTTPS, we don't get, the site can't be reached at all. We have to, we could redirect it, I guess, in Nginx, or we can support it, which is what we should do, is support HTTPS here. And there was a trick, something with Nginx. There was a trick to the way it was that we did it before. We could just look to see what it did, but there was some shortcut that we could take, which we did for our chain bounty. Oops. What's that?
What is it? The DNS go to the same place or something?
Yes, the DNS goes to the same place. So our node configuration is all screwed up now. Oh boy.
Oh, wait a minute. So one of my things my scripts does is get rid of it just removes a symlink to the default site. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's see.
This isn't the default site. The default site is the www.html default site.
I know, but here, let me, I'll share my screen maybe. Oh, I can't overrule you. Okay. So I'm going to go to Nginx, and so there's no default in sites enabled.
Right. Oh, but our chain rewards is not. Oh, what happened to the other site?
Right. Uh-oh.
Got a duplicate default server, huh?
Yeah, they're both listening on the same thingamabob. Let's see. Nginx virtual host. I guess.
Okay, so it says,
What do you mean real? Okay. And then is there supposed to be something at robot.net?
yeah. Oh, there's supposed to be rchain bounty is the dashboard.
So is that supposed to be at this address?
No,
Okay, so this address is okay.
that address is what is correct. So you
Okay, so that side's working, and then we broke this side.
okay. Okay, and the default isn't working either, right?
Well, what is working supposed to?
It just gives the standard page. For that one, right? Oh,
Right. What is it by design?
It's by design it will be a website, but right now it's just has the welcome page.
Okay, so it's not like this is a surprise.
No, this is
Okay.
exactly what right. Okay, so we fixed one and broke the other. Now, it looks like here you have to have the server name in the under the server definition. You have the server name there. Yes, server name should be the correct server name for the .robot.net, the whole thing. Well, what do they have here? They have server name test.com, www.test.com in this example. So I guess those are.
Oh, look at that.
Sweet. Our chain bounty we got. We are up and running. Except we don't have any votes. Now, is there anything updated here that we want to be pushed back to the repository? I mean, I just looked at the status here. Good status. Looks like we modified dbr tables.sql and wsgi.py.
The WSGI thing is inconsequential.
And we want to record that the configuration for Ansible, the Ansible file.
Yeah, it was about 2/3 of what we needed. Yeah, I mean, I can change the.
You can make those that we can make. So this is deployment script. And, and are you gonna stick that in the repository?
Yeah. And then the other one is this.
The play. Oh.
I'm going to do this sort of manually here.
Why don't you just push it? Just get push the file.
I'd have to log in that way and stuff. But
Yeah. Well, it'll ask for your login when you do the push.
yeah, well, and it won't if I do this. So. Whoa, all kinds of.
So the WSGI got pi. The error. You just added the error handling there.
Well, but we have no evidence that it works. It was supposed to put the error message on the. This is supposed to put the error message on the screen, which is not good for security. But anyway, the point is that when we were seeing the error, it wasn't getting this far.
Right. All right. I guess we're sufficiently burned out.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to do? I guess the SSL remains.
That's what I wrote here. Yeah.
Which we basically have to. That's working fine for the rchain bounty. So should be able to figure that out. And we had to match the MySQL version, right?
Do you remember what the symptoms of that problem was?
We got a weird syntax error. Well, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a weird syntax error that didn't look like a syntax error at all.
Let's see. I wonder if that's still in my scroll back anywhere. directory does. I don't know if this stuff belongs more in the new blog than there, but anyway, you can copy it if you want.
I was going to put a link to the comment, although I don't see your latest comment.
I didn't. I've been editing this one comment.
Oh, well, I guess it didn't grab the latest comment. You know how do I grab a link to that comment?
Click on the 7 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. So we're closer.
Yeah.
It's not clear, how much more it's going to take before we can actually have people participating in the development here. I'm thinking of attempting to, well, I can, I suppose we could change the owner of everything here to rchain.
Right.
And that should let people work here, and they should be able to make pull requests.
Sure.
And at some point, we probably want to, there's probably want to have more than one environment for development of different things. Right now, we did have people interested in getting JSON responses. I don't know that that's going to be a priority. I think from your point of view, if we can get people interested in working on this, I would assume the priority would be freezing the past month's bounties. That's probably a pretty big job.
Yeah, I'm probably going to tackle that one. That one's an actual critical functionality fix.
Yeah.
Something that's, yeah, the enabling other interfaces is more what I expect other people to do.
Yeah, API development.
Yeah, so like one dirt simple thing that might be worth doing is having a backup the whole database button here.
All right.
That's the stupidest API, right? Download the MySQL database.
Good idea. That way we can take a snapshot, we can work with it.
Right. All right, I gotta go.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yep.
Take care now.
All right then.
Ciao.